New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Live from a secure concrete bunker somewhere in Ohio, New Thought Media Network presents Pastor Michael Mangus with Friday's Fireside Chat, spiritual conversation for today. Here he is from the secret radio room, surrounded by thousands of watts, Pastor Michael Mangus.
And a very pleasant and cold Friday evening to you, to all who are watching us in the United States and also around the world. It is time once again for another fun-filled, thrill-packed, and yes, guaranteed, always exciting edition of the Friday evening Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Michael Mangus, broadcasting from the secret radio room in the extremely secure concrete bunker somewhere around Akron, Ohio, that is so top secret, only one person knows where it's located. Everyone else, especially that Reverend Jeff Radcliff and my boss, the Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski, sometimes I just don't want those two to find me. Okay? So we're not going to tell them where it's at. Well, hi there. How are you this Friday evening? We do have a wonderful show for you planned. Please feel free to interact with us by posting your comment on Facebook or YouTube. And again, all my shy people out there, yeah, I know. You go. I don't know if I want my name in the comments. I don't blame you. I really don't. However, if you would like to contact me during the week, pastormichaelmangus at gmail.com, pastormichaelmangus at gmail.com. So the purpose of our Friday evening get-together here is to talk about contemporary issues from a new thought / spiritual perspective. And as I keep saying, I want us all to have a new thought about what is going on in the world and our part in it. We teach in our centers the whole idea of oneness. So if we're all one, then we can be a part of the solution. We are extremely powerful, you and I. So what mass media is trying to do with this fire hose of news that we've been getting every single week is to get us to the point of saying, well, I don't care. That's not going to happen, at least on this person's watch. So we try to make it humorous. We work on making it light. And we also just want you to know that, again, that you are empowered. There are spiritual tools and principles that you can use to get through all of this. And once again, from his secret lair, somewhere in the great state of Tennessee, and he is formerly from the greater state of West Virginia. Here he is, the Reverend Jeff Radcliff.
Don't be telling people that I'm broadcasting from secret place, because they don't believe that bullshit when you say it. They're not going to believe it for me either. So I don't want them to not believe me.
Oh, you mean they don't believe me?
No.
Well,
I get
you know what? I don't care.
I get emails and they're like, "Is he for real?" And I'm like, "Oh, honey, you have no idea." He is like way real.
Yes, I am way real. Yeah. Well, anyhow, we know why you tune in to the Friday evening Fireside Chat. It's not because of me.
And your BS.
It's what now?
It's not because of you and your BS.
And my BS, right.
There you go.
It's because of you and your BS.
Yeah. I got good shit. I got good stuff.
Reverend Jeff's story of the week.
Oh, there's my echo. I love it.
Now, when Legal was reviewing your story this week, their only comment was, "It's nice."
Ooh.
Legal.
No, I said ooh.
They said nice.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said ooh, because usually they're like not quite that subdued.
Right. And you, Reverend Cottingmouth, were discussed at the weekly meeting that I have with the Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski during the Monday meeting, in which he tells me all of my flaws from the past week. Now, he said that since others in the media were using F-bombs in reference to our president's actions, he this week, by divine decree, has limited you to no more than 3 F-bombs. However,
okay,
since we've had such a wonderful week of news that has just been fire hosed at us, Rev Doc has given me permission to issue another 3 F-bombs. So again, for all of you who know how to do addition, 3 plus 3 equals 6.
9.
9.
9, yeah.
No, it's 6. There are principles
Okay.
that never fail. So I'm giving you permission up front. Isn't that nice of me?
Oh, that's just peachy.
So getting serious for a moment, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Made some chili this evening. I wanted to have it in advance before things got really wound up here, just in case. Have it in the fridge.
Okay.
So there you go. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I don't have to
eat chili for the next 8 days.
Well, no, it'll be all right. It'll get me through the weekend.
Okay. Well, more importantly, how is the supply of adult beverages?
We're good.
Okay.
Plenty of wine, plenty of whiskey. Don't have any vodka, crap, but it is what it is. I've got all the fixings in there to make homemade Bailey's Irish cream.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
Now, do you have the still to make a good old Mountain Dew?
I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth. And pay no attention to what's in the back room back there.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean the copper kettle?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since we were not here last week, I would like to wish everyone again a very nice Dr. Martin Luther King birthday day. I hope you did something that remembered Dr. King. I like this meme that's dedicated that Dr. King said. He says, I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. And then I saw this other meme. Trump didn't even acknowledge MLK Day. No statement, no tribute, nothing. That is not a mistake. That is the point. Your comments, Reverend Jeff Radcliff.
What's to say? We know the man's racist. He's dismantling everything.
Right.
Left, right, and center. They even they've been. It's just incredible to watch. And like you said, they're fire hosing us with weird, stupid stuff on a daily basis. It's getting to the point now where I think we're so tired of hearing about him that people are starting to ignore him. And that's a dangerous place to be.
Right.
Because that's when he really does stuff.
And that if for those who are pledged to stay diligent about this stuff, is that we need not to let this stuff down. Let not your heart be troubled. All right. Are we ready?
Let's roll.
Take a deep breath in. Inhale and exhale, and let's go. Don't give me the wrap it up. Only I'm allowed to do that when I'm producing your program.
I'm just wanting you to get this show on the road already.
All right.
You're not getting any younger, you know.
From Sin, the Spiritual Information Network. This is Reverend reporting. Oh, I like that.
That's right.
Too much fun. Okay. You told me not to dwell on this, and I won't too much. However, we do have a winter storm update. I don't usually lead off with the weather, but I think this is important to talk about. This monster storm is about to hit millions with catastrophic ice and heavy snow. 2/3 of the U.S. population is facing down a monster winter storm and extreme cold. This storm's snow and ice will stretch over 2,000 miles from Texas to New England as it tracks east through the weekend. Crippling ice accumulations will weigh down and drop power lines and trees in most serious icing zones in the south, and hundreds of thousands could lose power some 4 days. Now, this storm will affect Jeff and I. If you take a look at that graphic, again, if you see in Jeff's state of Tennessee, there's a good chance for wintry mix. Up north where I'm at, get this. This is from the most accurate weather model that I could find. 14 plus inches.
I want you to know there's not a greedy bone in my body.
Yeah.
You can have all of that. I don't care.
You are so, you know what? I really appreciate your generosity. It's myself and Tim who's watching this evening. Hi, Tim. We'll have to deal with it.
Yeah. But you don't know how to deal with it. And back when I lived in West Virginia and was used to getting lake effect snows and crap like this,
right?
I could deal with it too. But I've been down here for over going on what, 13 years, 14 years?
Right.
I'm out of practice.
Well, most churches and spiritual centers in that area will be closed. Some will be online. However, that is just a good excuse to watch the 7 centers that broadcast their message only on the New Thought Media Network. And also you can visit summitcsl.org for our Sunday gathering, in which I'll be speaking, which will be interesting. What do you think, Jeff?
It will be interesting because you don't give the same spiel that you do here.
Meaning?
So the people, who are going to tune in at Summit Spiritual Center aren't going to hear this crap about the secret radio room and
right.
So yeah.
Well, I have to hide from some of you.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad. Have you seen him lately? Oh my God, he looks like a hippie. I'm starting to look like
me or Rev Doc?
Rev Doc.
Oh yeah, he's letting his hair grow out.
Yeah, and I'm following in his footsteps. I haven't had a haircut or a beard trim in I don't know how long. So I'm
well, you're going to have to, after the storm breaks, you're going to have a mobile haircut come out.
Well, I did have mobile groomer come out for Lily once. And,
right.
And there's a mobile vet going to be coming after the first of the month to give her shots. So, maybe I can find a mobile barber.
Hey, it's amazing what you can find on Google.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, but it's going to take a few days for him to get down here to get the ice off the roads.
All right. Well, the other thing in the news that kind of interested me was that several people were arrested for protesting at a St. Paul church last Sunday. 3 people who denounced federal immigration agents in a protest at a St. Paul church that happened to be Southern Baptist were arrested on federal charges and kept in custody on Wednesday, and more arrests could be coming. The protesters were charged with conspiracy to deprive rights, according to a Department of Homeland Security, after they and several others disrupted a church service with chants denouncing immigrations and custom enforcement over a pastor's apparent role at the agency. Nikema Levy Armstrong, who's also an attorney and minister, said that they are trying to turn a peaceful, nonviolent demonstration into a crime, saying that the focus should instead be on what ICE has done and their extremely brutal enforcement and their actions in the campaign across the Twin Cities and also Minnesota at large. He says that I don't understand how this man, who is a pastor at that church, could look himself in the mirror. And I don't know how anyone who claims to be Christian could condone his behavior and the dual nature of the roles that he plays. The arrests come as federal agents continue intense immigration enforcement, an incursion repeatedly criticized by state and local officials as unwanted, especially after the death of Renee Good. Despite Thursday's arrest, people remain out in the streets protesting the Trump administration's crackdown on the region. Okay.
Did you see the article about her and the altered picture?
No.
Nikema Levy Armstrong, there was a picture of her taken in, they got her in I guess it's in an ICE detention facility somewhere. Guys got her by the arm, her hands are cuffed behind her, but she's got a very neutral look on her face as she's shown in the photograph. Well, someone in the White House altered the photograph with AI to make it look like she's crying hysterically. And they admitted that they altered the photo, but they're not going to take it down. They said that they're just going to leave it
I cannot believe that the highest office in the land can go ahead and put up pictures like that. They did the same thing with Jack Smith as he testified in front of Congress this week. Unbelievable. We'll talk about that in a moment. However, go ahead, Jeff.
And here's the thing, they keep putting out this misinformation and this disinformation. It makes them look stupid, and they don't seem to realize that, but they also don't seem to realize that it makes people not believe them when they're telling anything.
Right.
So,
Well, again, as they have said in the past, the revolution will be televised. And I think that that's what is happening now. ICE agents are now arresting and detaining individuals who follow them and also film them. Isn't that interesting? They also went ahead and arrested a group of ministers while praying, of all things, this week. So,
and they also arrested that 5-year-old boy. Did you see that in the news?
We are going to get to that in just a moment. All right. So you know me.
Yeah.
I like to make people think. Right?
Yeah. So far, so good.
So this is what I put up, and this is from a group called Spirituality for Justice. And I put this up, and it said, I say this as an ordained church minister. If you are more bothered by people protesting a church than you are by the church's support of the empire-shaped, Gestapo-styled public kidnappings and killings right now, your version of church does not deserve to be protested. It deserves to be dismantled. All right.
I on that.
Okay. This was a response from someone who we both know, but who will remain nameless this evening. This is an over-the-top, insane rhetoric that will bring about violence. That was a Facebook response this week.
Oh, wow. You know what? That's really funny because all these people out there carrying signs and lining the roads, the ministers praying, not one of them shot an ICE agent in the face and killed him.
No, not one. Not even throwing a snowball at him. Now, some people have.
Well, yeah, and that's not cool. I mean, that's.
I wouldn't do that with people with guns.
Not with guns. No, not with automatic weapons. And these people have shown that they are not shy about using them. So,
right.
But that meme, that post that you put up is what's going to spark violence. Bitch, please.
Okay, so this is my response to my friend. You are not a student of history, especially World War II history, where the German church was complicit with the government. Have you ever read or heard about Dietrich Bonhoeffer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if our friend has ever heard of Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who was a noted theologian and minister back during World War II. If we, the people, do not speak up now, guess what? And I say this with love to my friend. You may be next. I may be next. ICE agents are violating the Constitution and the laws of this land by these no court warrants and these home invasions. So Reverend Jeff, Rev Doc, and the other ministers on our network and myself will continue to point out the atrocities. And as someone who has had their service disturbed by individuals who disliked what we did, personally, I would have never done that. I think there's other ways of getting at that pastor other than to go ahead and to disturb a church service. So I wouldn't have done it that way. And the reason being is the optics. I can understand why the attorney/minister did it. Okay, so.
Well, there are a lot of us who are ordained and also work another job.
Right.
So, oh gosh, what was her name? The lady with the picture.
Armstrong.
Yeah, thank you. She's an attorney as well as a minister.
Right.
Well, the minister whose church they disrupted is an ICE agent.
Right.
I mean, if you're going to have a second job, I mean,
well, that's
one that's not the complete total polar opposite of what you're supposed to be doing in the first place.
Well, I was seeing a lot of pearl clutching this week again. How dare those individuals disturb a church service? And I wish people would blow off the dust from their Bible and read in the New Testament about Jesus turning over the tables in the Roman influenced temple. Mm-hmm. So what ICE is doing is not law enforcement. Let's get that straight. Before Trump, ICE did law enforcement raids that included getting court warrants before knocking down the door. And that is the difference. They're going on fishing expeditions up there and terrorizing all of the individuals up there in the Twin Cities. There is no reason for that. And now they're starting to do it in Maine. Let's see. What party is the governor affiliated with? Jeff, do you have a clue?
I think I might. Just a guess.
Okay.
Democrat.
Democrat is right. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Let's speak about this young man. Look at that. With his cool little hat. A 5-year-old boy was taken by ICE in Minneapolis after being held with father at Texas facility. A 5-year-old who was taken by federal agents from the driveway of his Metro Minneapolis home on Tuesday after returning from preschool is being held with his father at an immigration and custom enforcement facility in Texas, according to the school district officials and a family attorney. This preschooler was removed from the family's running car, said a superintendent of the school district in Columbia Heights, a Minneapolis suburb. The boy and his family are originally from Ecuador and presented themselves to border officials in Texas in December 2024 to apply for asylum. So this family was going by the book to get into the United States. The family's attorney says that these are not illegal aliens. They came in properly. They came in legally and are pursuing a legal pathway. When asked further about their asylum request, the family's attorney did not elaborate, noting that the asylum plans are confidential. Now, the pushback from ICE says that ICE did not and never has used the child as bait. So what they had the young man do is to go up to the door, knock on the door to see if anyone else was there. Isn't that crazy?
He was home, for God's sakes. Surely there might be family members in there.
Okay, so this is what they said. They said ICE did not and never has used a child for bait. Well, what do you think that was?
Exactly.
And they said that the child was abandoned. No, the child was not abandoned. The Department of Homeland Security says that the father was the intended target of the operation. The two were eventually taken into custody together. And the reason that the young man went with them was because supposedly that the mother did not want custody. The mother was just out of her mind that her family was getting split up here. So this is what's going on in America. These families, and again, this family is not the only one. There's other families that go down to the courthouse for their hearing and then get snatched up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable this is happening in America. Your comments, Reverend Jeff.
Well, we're seeing this in Minnesota. We're seeing weird stuff starting to happen in Maine. We've seen a little bit of weirdness in California, and it'll be interesting to see what exactly happens if ICE pushes a little too hard in some of these places. Because I think people are finally getting to the point where they're not going to put up with it anymore. And
you're seeing, for the most part, now there have been reports up in Minneapolis, St. Paul, of individuals from the American Indian tribes, from the Black Panther Party, and other citizens carrying around weapons. And I personally do not think that that is going to end very well. And that the Attorney General in Arizona has said that it could be a justified shooting if someone comes at them down there in Arizona. Now, again, I am, and Jeff is not, we condone, we just absolutely abhor violence. It's not the right thing to do. No. It's just going to go ahead and inflame the situation. And that our government needs to start taking a look at their part here. The reason that these people are out in the streets, the reason that they're filming you is because, again, the revolution is being televised. The reason they're going after these people for going ahead and exercising their constitutional rights by filming, that's all they're doing is filming. However, again, if you get too close or if you piss them off, they're going to put you in detention. Now, they're not going to charge you, but what they will do is they will let you sit in a jail cell without calling an attorney and just hold you to try to get you to comply. So this is what's going on in America. And I am so surprised that my Republican friends are just not up in arms about that. If the Democrats did anything like that,
they'd be over it.
They'd be all over the media. But because it's Trump and because it's quote unquote a law enforcement exercise, that's the reason why it's okay. No, it's not. The reason why that in the past, ICE wasn't allowed to do that. Your comments, Reverend Jeff.
Well, technically, they're still not allowed because it's against the law.
Right.
They're just doing it anyway. And this is going to come back and bite them. This is going to come back and bite them hard eventually.
Yeah, the county prosecutor up in Minneapolis, St. Paul has already said that it was ruled by the county coroner that it is a homicide.
Oh, you mean Renee Good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Tim has commented and he said flood the zone. And that's what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Please, 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 if you need to turn the news off, please do so. But that is what they're trying to do. And especially with what's going on with Greenland, which we may or may not get to, and also what happened this week during the Jack Smith hearings. They're trying to flood the zone. And the reason, more than likely, is because of all the bad press that is in the Epstein files. And these were the individuals in MAGA who wanted those darn things released in the first place.
Well,
I don't understand, Jeff. I just don't.
I read a very interesting piece earlier about Bill and Hillary Clinton. You know, they've both been subpoenaed before Congress.
Right.
And they've refused. And so they're going to try to convict them of contempt of Congress. Well, the thing of it is, if it goes that far and they have to hire attorneys to defend them,
right?
There's that little pesky little detail called discovery.
No.
And if they push this too far, then the defense, the Clinton defense, would have every right to demand the full unredacted file on Jeffrey Epstein to show that they are innocent.
Who else?
They don't want to do that.
Right. And who else went ahead and told Congress where to stick their subpoena?
Oh, yeah.
Representative from Ohio, Jim Jordan.
Mm-hmm. I can't imagine a political party that supposedly does have their own share of attorneys who are that they're not playing by the rules. They don't seem to know what the rules are. They keep violating them.
Oh, they know what the rules are, Jeff.
No. Here's the thing, though. Why, they keep doing dumb stuff. Well, they're not smart.
Well, do you know who is smart?
Besides me?
Well, you are.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why next, right after the break, we will have the award-winning Reverend Jeff's story of the week. And again, legal has said that it was nice. And I'm so proud of you, Jeff. You have not used one F-bomb of the 6 that you have been allotted this evening. So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm working on it.
And the evening's not over yet.
Because I'm smart. SMRT. Smart.
SMRT?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, wait. That Can we go to the commercial break?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. Hurry up.
Yeah, okay. Well, hold on here. Let me get to the right frame here. I'm having challenges and difficulties here. Let's go to the right frame, which is this one right here. There you go. This is the Friday Evening Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network, and I'm Reverend Michael, and good to see everyone this evening. And again, please comment in the chat in Facebook and also on YouTube. And again, it's really, really good to see everyone this evening. Again, I hope you're staying warm and enjoying our show this evening. Coming up this weekend at summitcsl.org, you can stay at home. I'm allowing you this evening to stay at home from your center, from your church, and watch on our Zoom call the world famous and ever popular New Thought Media Network superstar, yours truly, the Reverend Michael Mangus, speaking about the introduction of the Science of Mind test. And I'll be sharing with you on how to use it. Yeah, it's going to be a great talk. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Mountain, 7:30 Pacific time on your New Thought Media Network. Okay, enough of me. Let's do a commercial break, and then we'll be right back again. Right in Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network.
Please help us say thank you to all of our organizational sponsors, including the Hepperlin Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Center for Spiritual Living United Life, Sunshine Cathedral, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Universal Joy Center, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa, Home Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. On behalf of New Thought Media Network, thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, come be you.
The views and opinions expressed by Pastor Michael Mangus are generally right. However, they are his own and do not reflect the views and opinions of New Thought Media Network, Centers for Spiritual Living, or any other person living or dead. As they say in the 12-Step Recovery Program, take what you like and leave the rest. Here again is Pastor Michael.
And it is time for the award-winning and ever-popular Reverend Jeff's Story of the Week. I like when I do it.
I like when you do it too.
Okay.
But you don't give me the music like you're supposed to.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I just don't feel jingly.
We paid good money for a jingle. Use it.
I know we did. All right. Well, next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah. Next week.
Here he is, Reverend Jeff Radcliff.
Get off my air so I can do
of the week. Yeah. Get off my air. Okay.
Get off my air so I can do my story. I got a really cool one too. This, you know how women are always saying that their husbands never listen to them? It's a story as old as the hills, and it's as trite as can be. Well, guess what, ladies? We don't listen to you either. We don't listen to you, but you don't listen to us either. Let's put. I just screwed that one up. That was a hell of a joke too.
That was
going to be anyway. Anyway, this British lady, her husband kept telling her to stop entering contests because she's never going to win anything. She entered a contest, a group called Omaze, which is a group that arranges contests, and they gave away all kinds of different prizes. And they do it as a way of raising money for charity. Okay. Well, this lady, her name is Nicola Dickinson, became an instant multi-millionaire when she won their big prize, a home that is worth $5 million.
No.
Yeah, it's in the England's Lake District. Came mortgage free, and it's fully furnished. I can't speak. I got my nose fixed now. My mouth won't work. And it's got its own private lake. Now, it cost her 25 British sterling pounds, pounds sterling, to buy the ticket, which is about $33 American. But she won. She's been married to this man for 38 years. She keeps saying, "You're never going to win. You're never going to win. You're never going to win." She ignored him, and she won. This is like a 5-bedroom house. It's got the lake out there, and it's got like its little, I think they call them a jetty. It's kind of like a pier. It's got hot tub. It's got an outdoor shower. It's got everything.
That looks nice.
Isn't that? Doesn't it look
it's gorgeous.
Cool? Yeah. She said that she got a call from him, and they told her that she had won something, and she's like, probably, something a little small, little piddly, $1,000 at the most, whatever. $4.5 million, well, in this case, British pounds house, which is over $5 million for us. And they also gave her 250,000 pounds in cash just to help her settle in. Now, here's the thing. She doesn't have to live there if she doesn't want to. She can rent it out. She can sell it. She can do whatever. But it's her house, all for $25.
So the moral of the story is,
don't listen to your husband.
Don't listen to your husband.
Yeah. Well, and she said that he was a little disappointed that he didn't win a Porsche, but she told him that if he plays his cards right, now she can buy him one. Because she got money.
Okay, so now do they have to pay taxes on that?
I don't know. I would assume. I mean, I don't know.
Did you know that Diana won a Volvo? Back at the beginning, about 25 years ago.
She won a what?
A Volvo. A car that was worth at that time about $30,000.
Why don't I remember those?
Well,
I was a child back then.
What we did is we sold the car, and then we used the proceeds then to put a down payment on the house and pay some bills off. So you just got to believe.
Yeah. Laying out $25 doesn't hurt either. But if that's all, if that is the initial investment and you get a return of $5 million.
Right.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the story that legal said was quote unquote nice. That was Reverend Jeff's story of the week.
And no fucking F-bombs either.
Okay. That was one.
No, you said during the story.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
it was for the whole broadcast. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. You said during the story, I was allotted 3, and you were giving me 3 more. We're not in the story anymore. I have
a geez. Okay.
Loophole.
All right. Couple more stories, and we will call it a night. All right. So I guess that the taco syndrome has struck again. Trump has chickened out again. So NATO's Mark Rutte emerges as Trump's whisperer in chief after dramatic about-face at Davos. Just a few days ago, European leaders were scrambling to respond to U.S. President Donald Trump's increasingly aggressive rhetoric about taking control of Greenland and then bracing for an avalanche of insults as he arrived to speak on their home turf. As expected, Trump slammed European officials on a variety of issues as he spoke at Davos in the Swiss Alps. But He also ruled out using force to annex the Dutch territory, or the Danish territory, excuse me, that he covets, lowering the temperature on an issue that threatened the future of NATO and their military alliance. He then went one step further in a meeting with NATO chief Mark Rutte, announcing afterwards that they had reached an agreement on a possible deal on Greenland and that he would no longer impose tariffs on the European nations opposed to his ambitions to acquire the Arctic island. So what happened was this. He went ahead using, he says, his negotiating techniques. And once again, Taco. Trump always chickens out. And this is what happened again. Because, again, we have access to Greenland as a country. We already have a military base there. If we wanted to have 2 or 3 other military bases there, we can have them there. We don't need to own the country. We can, with the Danish, go ahead and to put together a deal to mine there if we want. We didn't have to go through all of this. But once again, our wonderful president goes ahead, threatens the world, has NATO allies sending troops. Troops are over there right now from different NATO countries doing a military exercise, but also that they were taking seriously that Trump was going to invade Greenland. Your comments, Reverend Jeff.
I knew within my heart that he was not going to invade Greenland. I mean, he felt okay going into Venezuela because Venezuela is not a NATO country. He's not going to go into a country that we are in alliance with and are sworn to protect, because he'll have all of NATO coming down on him.
Right.
And that's why, and I kept trying to tell my Canadian friends who kept saying, I don't want to be the 51st state, and I don't want Trump coming up here, and I don't want you guys to invade us. Like, Trump's not going to invade you. He talks a lot of shit, but he's not going to do that.
Heck no.
He's going to taco it, just like, yeah.
Again, that what is going on is, again, the fire hosing of America. That Trump, between now and the midterms, is going to create all kinds of HE double toothpicks, all kinds of hell. And I can say that as a minister, the word hell.
We don't believe in it, but we could say it.
Yeah, we can say it. Okay. But so again, that is the reason why if you have to turn off the news, don't ignore it, but to allow yourself, again, to have you go deeper into your own spiritual practice.
Yeah.
This is the reason why that this is going on. And again, it's crazy. We are acknowledging that, and that we can use this time to go ahead and to work on ourselves. So I have one more story.
Okay.
And this is breaking news. And I'm not even going to go ahead and do the sounder, but this is breaking news. Authorities confirmed that the individual responsible for this incoming winter weather has been taken into custody. The individual in question was not identified in an initial post, but she can be seen handcuffed and standing in a blue glittery dress with sheer sleeves. An officer standing nearby can also be seen holding what appears to be a tiara with pink gemstones. The winter storm is still coming, the police wrote. The cold never bothered her anyway, but it will bother your commute. Thanks.
I must have been the only adult in the United States to watch that movie,
right,
and hate it. I thought that was just the dumbest piece of work I ever saw in my life. It didn't resonate with me. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it.
Well, you have all the little munchkins, all the little kids just, playing that movie until the DVD, which they don't wear out, but I mean, they, played it like 25, 30 times.
Oh, trust me, when my son was little, he'll be 31 next week, actually. But when he was little and Jurassic Park came out, he watched it over and over and over. He'd get up in the morning. That's the first thing he'd do. Our biggest mistake was teaching that kid how to turn on the TV and how to turn on the DVR or the CD player.
Mm-hmm.
All day long, over and over and over for years. And he still loves that movie. Watch it anymore.
Oh my goodness, what kind of comments do we have? Of course, we have to have an appearance of Wayne Baldwin this evening saying, "Stay strong." Oh, hold it. No, it's not. Now, Betsy Kling is a local meteorologist. No, it's not Betsy Kling. She is not the reason for the winter weather. But
it's just
also
Canadians.
But also, hold on here. We have one more here. Something about Canada. There you go. Canada strong. Yes.
Yeah. Now, see, that's where Trump should have built the wall.
What,
build
Canada?
the wall, yeah, to keep all the weather up there. And those murder chickens that they send down here.
Oh, no, not the murder chickens.
Yeah, they're nasty little creatures. I got stories to tell you about them, but that's for another day.
That's for another day. Well, Reverend Jeff, any other comments this evening?
Yeah.
Words of wisdom?
Yeah, just keep, even if it doesn't mean anything to the people that you're sending it to, write your congressman, write your senators, even if they're Republicans and you're not, and let them know that you support them doing things differently.
Yes.
They may not act on it. You may get a canned form letter, just like I do every time I send one. But it lets them know that we are watching them and that they will be held eventually. They will be held to account.
Yes.
So do that.
There will be trials. Believe me. This is not over.
No.
Anybody who thinks, especially for that ICE agent who killed that mother.
Yeah.
Renee Good. That will be prosecuted.
Chickens always come home to roost.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Write your letters, do your spiritual practice, and try to find a little bit of humor in it.
Right.
Somewhere. Or find something to have to make you, have some humor, because we need that as well.
And don't eat up all your storm snacks at once. Or drink up your
stash. Yeah.
Your stash.
And use all the F-bombs you want. I mean, after all, we're all adults here.
Well, you only used one of 6.
I know. I'm holding the rest.
You went ahead and you had the loophole, though.
Yeah. I'm holding them all in reserve. I've got like 150 of them right now.
Oh, 150. Oh, well.
Yeah. So one of these days.
Well, again, this will probably be discussed at the Monday meeting again.
Well, there you go.
Thank you, Reverend Jeff.
If he's not going to use them. Okay, I can start using them.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. And folks, we're all out of time. And again, thank you so very much for joining us this evening. Let not your hearts be troubled here. Again, use this time for spiritual practice. Use this time to be with your people, to be with your tribe. Know that again, that yes, it is pretty stormy outside, but that is our clue then to go ahead and to go inside, and again to work on the inside, so that we're always have a sense of peace no matter what is going on in the world. On behalf of all of us here at your New Thought Media Network, I'm Reverend Michael. I'm going to wish you a very pleasant good night, and also have a great week.
Thanks for joining us this evening for Friday's Fireside Chat with Pastor Michael Mangus. Join us again next week at 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain for more spiritual conversations for today. For more information and replays of past shows, please visit the New Thought Radio and Media Network's Facebook page. Until next week, may God bless you richly and abundantly.